the new Mass was to reform the Catholic liturgy in such a way that it should almost coincide with the Protestant liturgy. There was with Paul VI an ecumenical intention to remove, or at least to correct, or at least to relax what was too Catholic in the traditional sense in the Mass, and I repeat, to get the Catholic Mass closer to the Calvinist Mass." End quote. Thus, Paul VI removed what was too Catholic in the Mass. A study of the propers and orations of the traditional Mass versus the new Mass reveals a massacre of the traditional faith. The traditional Missal contains 1,182 orations. About 760 of those were dropped entirely from the new Mass. Of the approximately 36% which remained, the revisers altered over half of them before introducing them into the new Missal. Thus, only some 17% of the orations from the traditional Mass made it untouched into the new Mass. What's also striking is the content of the revisions that were made to the orations. Traditional orations which describe the following concepts were specifically abolished from the new Missal: the depravity of sin, the snares of wickedness, the grave offense of sin, the way to perdition, terror in the face of God's fury, God's anger, the divine majesty, our hardness of heart, infirmities of soul, our weak will, our languor of soul, the strength of our vices, concupiscence of the flesh and of the eyes, the blows of his wrath, the burden of evil, temptations, wicked thoughts, dangers to the soul, enemies of soul and body. Also eliminated were orations which described the hour of his death, the loss of heaven, everlasting death, eternal punishment, the pains of hell and its fires. Special emphasis